Kings and Queens, Your Majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for always returning. Trust you and yours are well and you're loving yourself. I notice, like always, many thanks to all of you for the support you give to the channel. Thank you so much to our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you my esteemed subscribers. You loved, celebrated, and of course appreciated. For those of you who share our videos, thank you so much. For those of you who leave your comments there, it's much appreciated. And for those who give our videos thumbs up, thank you so much. So today I bring you something of interest. Of course, whatever I bring to you here are always things of interest, right? I want us to talk about the New Religion Bible today. I don't know if you've heard of something like that, but I'm going to leave a link. There'll be a link at the comment section of this video where you go to the book directly on Amazon. Now, when you look at the melanated community at this point, you look at the world at this time, you look at the continent of Africa at this time, you discover that there is a tension. Something is happening. Like I told you last year, January, that the earth is beginning to cleanse herself, and that is why a lot of things is gonna happen, and nature will retaliate in some parts so hard to give us some warning that there are things that we are doing that we need to sit and have a rethink. We are living in a world where we feel that we want something to happen so fast, so we go to different lengths, we alter nature to acquire that which we want to acquire. We alter nature. Now, when we're talking about altering nature, there are different examples to this, right? When it comes to the food we eat, what we put into our system, a lot of us melanated people don't care anymore. And that is alarming for me, Your Majesties. And that's why I told you that when, what's his name? Bill Gates was roaming about Africa last year ending, going here and there, you know, paying African content creators to advertise some invented you know, vitamins for pregnant women, you know, and there was an information I brought to your notice about 2 years ago, where that Nigerian professor, the medical doctor, was explaining to us how doctors like him and farmers who own hectares of farmlands were approached and were paid, given money, huge amount, they were offered huge amount of money to go against the principles which they hold dear. And what are those principles? Altering nature for things to happen. And it's unfortunate, or it was unfortunate, that some African content creators went on that. They took the money, advertised these drugs, advertise whatever it is they want to advertise. And that professor came out and told us the truth that most of us do not want to hear. That our markets, our food, what we eat, everything about us in the motherland has been infiltrated, and it is just little that is organic at this point. In the heart of the continent. In the heart of the continent. And it is unfortunate at this point that for you to even access the real thing, even in Africa, you need to put in some extra effort. And this is where this New Religion Bible comes in. Now, the question you have is, why is it termed the New Religion Bible? Now, I've been talking to you here about Seedling Africa, okay? This organization that are in charge of protecting our original seeds, of protecting our original food in the motherland. They have come up with something of interest, and I want you to get into it to understand better. This is a book that was written by Edwina Flatten. I've talked about here. She is the founder of Seedling Africa, a queen that is doing so much for the liberation of African countries from the hold of this colonialism, food colonialism. That's what I call it, food colonialism. Your Majesties, there was a time not long ago I told you how our seeds in Africa have been most of them have been transported out. There are a lot of huge hectares of land in Africa, in the continent, where people farm. At the end of farming, where are the food? They've transported it. They exported it. Europe and America buy food from Africa in tons, in drums. Your Majesties. So the food that we need to eat, there it will be sold cheaply to these people. And then in turn, they will send to us chemicals for us to ingest into our system. Now to the book overview. Like I said, there is a pinned comment at the section, a comment I pinned. So you go through that comment straight to Amazon to check out this book. Now, this book is so cheap. The earlier you get to it, the better. The book is so cheap for what the kind of information that it is bringing out. That's why I'm emphasizing on this. It's so cheap. My kings and queens are more than $10, right? You're more than $10. You can afford this book. Get to this book and get the information that is there in this book. So you click the link that I tag at the comment section, so you get to this book on Amazon, Your Majesties. Mind you, I'm not going to bring to you things that are not important, okay? Now, the book overview states, the new religion on organic farming is a concept emphasizing a profound, almost spiritual commitment to sustainable agriculture. To me, I think that word almost is not doing justice, okay, to what this book have and the aim that this book is targeting. It should be that it is a spiritual commitment, okay? It is a spiritual commitment, Your Majesties, because we are what we eat. And our powers, mind you, the video that YouTube took down from my other channel was a video telling you how to, because our pineal gland has been calcified by the food that we ingest. All this food that we eat, fast food and the rest, they are calcifying our pineal gland. And the reason why we are pulling far away from divinity is because our pineal gland is calcified. Even when the divine is close to us, we can't feel it because something is being done to us. And it is the food that we ingest in that is calcifying this pineal gland of ours. So everything that we eat is spiritual as well, Your Majesties. It elevates organic farming. It elevates organic farming practices free from synthetic chemicals and focused on natural cycles into a lifestyle and philosophy that champions harmony with nature, ethical stewardship of the land, and holistic well-being for all living beings. This religion advocates for viewing soil, plants, and animals as sacred components of a thriving ecosystem, urging humanity to reconnect with the earth through mindful cultivation practices, community-driven food systems, and reverence for biodiversity. It calls for a paradigm shift, treating farming as a sacred act that nourishes both the planet and the human spirit. Wow, this is so beautiful. And that's why I said you need to get to this book yourself and get this book yourself. Say no to GMO, because the rate at which we die at this time is different from how our ancestors were dying. Remember, some of our ancestors of recent times, of 100, 150 years ago, some of them were forced. They were killed. They were unalived. If they had left them, they would have lived for a long time, that we will see them and communicate with them. No matter how it has been, I have seen people who lived for 200 years, even in this time where things had spoiled. And what has been their diet? What kept them alive for those years? 200. In short, they were saying she was 205. It's what she was eating, how she was living. At this time, we think we are so educated and civilized that we just eat anything. We eat junk food, we don't care. I'm not saying you shouldn't, no, I'm not saying you shouldn't eat junk food. I'm not saying there are times that you feel like you want to eat this, you want to eat that, that's fine, that's good, that's beautiful. But we have to fight for organic food. Because the elite, they are not eating this junk food though. Who do you think African farmers are exporting their food to? They export it. These elites are the ones who are in charge of this food. They only give a few of it to the public. And for that public to access this organic food, they have to spend a lot of money. They have to spend a lot of money. Food that is everywhere in Africa that is so cheap. In Africa, organic food are even the cheapest. Is the one that have K-leg that is even expensive. Because you know that one they brought it from outside. So there are charges of this, charges of that. Cheap food, you go to the bush market, go get your organic rice. At this time, the reason why I'm so happy with the food industry in Africa at this time is that the way they are targeting packaging is now helping people to, you know, relate more with organic food. That I'm giving it to African countries that I know about that are doing it. Packaging of food. Everybody now know how to package. Farmers know how to package their food to entice people to come and buy now. That's a part of market strategy now for farmers. They harvest their rice, clean it very well, they remove the stones and package it, and then you look at it very neat. They are in shops, they are in malls around, everywhere around us we see them. And that is why I keep telling you, when you go to buy something, try to check where those things are made and how they came into your region. All right, I'm going to see you in my next one. And I just hope that you get to this book. Like I said, follow the link that I pinned at the comment section of this video. And then get to this book on Amazon. Get this book on Amazon, just $10. $10, Your Majesties. You are bigger than this. You are more than this. I trust that you get this book. Now, why am I bringing this to you? I'm bringing this to you because we are all fighting this battle together. And together we can succeed. And how do we succeed? We can only succeed by spreading information and creating awareness. It's not about the money. You see, I'm not a person that, if you have noticed, I have never done a brand advertisement here because I don't do branding. I have been approached by jewelry factories. I have been approached by, you know, software what have you. I have been approached by clothing industries. I've been approached by shoe, sneaker industries or factories. A lot of marketers have approached me. A lot of company managers approach me to advertise products. Have you ever seen me seated here and say, oh, this is where I bought this one, come and buy? No, Majesty. Because I will be paid. And what if those things are not good? I'll be paid. Because I have been paid, I have to say those things are good. I don't do those. I'm not a brand, what have you. I'm a Pan-Africanist, and that's why I'm bringing this to you. Okay? Get this book for just $10. Nobody is paying me to tell you these things. But it is the truth that I'm presenting to you, so that we can help ourselves out of this predicament that we are already in. And I'm going to see you in my next one. When I talked about clothing, something came to my mind. There is something I'm putting in place, which is our own. It's going to be the baby of this channel. A lot of you have been asking Abigail, oh, what you wear, show us where to go and get it. And the way I see people are always disappointed with you know, people they buy things from. I'm like, you know, a lot of you have been asking me, Abigail, where do you get your clothing from? And I couldn't say because I'm not the one that make them. Okay, but I'm putting something in place where you can buy my clothes. Yes, I'm doing that gradually. I'm going to launch it soon so that my kings can buy what I wear. If you like what I wear, it's going to be there. The price will be there. You pay for it, I will ship it to your doorstep. My queens, you like what I wear, you pay for it, I'm going to ship it to your doorstep. And mind you, it's going to be both for my kings and my queens. So I'm going to have clothing for my kings, I'm going to have clothing for my queens. So it's something that you can also the men in the building can have that, theirs, the women also can have theirs. All right. And yeah, that is something that is I'm gradually putting in place. And whenever it's ready, I'm going to let you know. For those of you that have been disturbing Abigail, you have been sending Abigail emails, where do you get your clothes from? We want to buy. Now you can buy from Abigail directly. This one, I'm sure that it's me. Okay, I'm sure that I'm the one sending it to you. All right, I won't be scared of what if I give them the contact of this person and this person do not give them what they want, or this person do not deliver on time. How do I explain? I'll be the one dragged in the middle as if I was paid to come and advertise. But this one is Abigail's own. Like, that's why I said it's gonna be like a baby, the baby of this channel. And I believe that my kings and queens will patronize me. Because I'm doing it because of you, all right, majesties. And it's gonna be very, very affordable. Like, it's gonna be very affordable. Things are expensive right now, but we will make it affordable for us, right? So that you can have African attires in your home, and you dress in African attires and you show me the picture. I'm gonna see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive. Always, your majesties. Bye for now.